what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Reconstruction, where we help each other reconstruct from the deconstructions of life. Yeah, man, this is your boy T. Yes, man. And today we're ending off with the series of of repairing relationships, which is reconciliation anyway. Yes. Yep. So, repairing relationships, part four. And I know there was supposed to be a part five because I said I'm going to mention four decisions that we have to take when it comes to repairing relationships. But these are the two, which is today, and the one that was going to be in part five. These are the two I just decided to join them because they kind of complement each other. Yes. So yeah, today I'm holding my book, my favorite book that I was given this year. It's written "Walk with Jesus," and you know what? There is a lot of things that changed my life that I even gave it a name. Introduce yourself, buddy.
Hi, my name is Life.
Yes, he is life indeed, because there is a lot of life in here. And everything I wrote in here changed my life. That's the reason why I'm even doing this. I mean, some people think, you know what? Yeah, why are you even doing this? Because I also want other people's lives to be changed and not to keep that feeling for myself. So yeah, today we're ending off with repairing relationships, which is part four. And part four is first move. That topic didn't change. And first move is the third decision that we have to take. Yeah, we have to take the first move where we actually lay our pride behind and take the first move of reconciliation. And yeah, man, so we all want to repair relationships, right? I mean, that brother you love, that best friend that you lost. And yeah, we want to, but the problem is that we don't know where to start. We don't know how to do. We don't know where to start. Yeah. And one thing we don't think about is that, repairing a relationship requires humility, which is what God did for us through Christ Jesus. Second Corinthians 5 verse 18, Paul says, all this is from God who reconciled us to himself through Christ and gave us the assignment of reconciliation. That God was reconciling the world to himself in Christ. You hear that? Not counting not counting people's sins against them. And he has committed to us the message of reconciliation. Basically, Paul is saying we are given the assignment of reconciliation because that's what Jesus did. Our goal actually is to do what Jesus did in this world. If we do what Jesus did, we are actually fulfilling our purpose in this world. We actually find our purpose in this world by doing what Jesus told us to do. And God actually sent his son to die for us, to reconcile with us, to move the obstacles out of the way so that we can have a smooth path to go to God, which was God taking the first move of reconciliation to us. He actually sent his son to reconcile with us. He sent his son to die, go to hell, take the keys from the devil of hell, take the keys of the doors of hell from the devil so that Jesus can have the keys, can have the access to the doors of hell. So if Jesus has the keys of the doors of hell, I think he actually threw them away because he doesn't want us to go to hell. He wants us to be with him in heaven after we did what we should have done on earth. Yes. So God actually took the first move when it comes to us. And what the reason we do this is because the reason of you taking the first move, you're actually being the mature person. You're taking responsibility of maintaining the relationship. Basically, that person, even if it's not your fault, but then you're taking the responsibility of reconciliation of the relationship. So it forces the other person to see that, you know what, this guy cares about our relationship. You know, so that other person's eyes will be opened. That's why you should take the first move of reconciliation, because that automatically opens the other person's eyes. Yes. So, um, So Jesus tells us what. So Jesus tells us, what to do when it comes to a repairing relationship, like where to start, how to do it. And this verse I'm about to say, it's so life changing. It's it kind of gives us a perspective, about Jesus. It tells us how selfless Jesus is. Jesus is not selfish. Matthew 5 verse 23. Matthew 5 verse 23 to 24. Jesus says, therefore, if you offer your gift, which is like your tithe, yeah, if you offer your gift to the altar, and there you remember that your brother or your sister has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First go and be reconciled with them, then come back and offer the gift. That was selfless. Basically, what Jesus tells us is that, bro, I love you, but I love the other person too, the way I love you. So you guys are brothers and sisters. You are my children. You guys are brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters should love each other. So if she or he has something against you, go and fix it. So that we can all have a good relationship. Now, this doesn't mean this verse doesn't really mean that we should put other people first over God. Yes, us reconciling with other people, we are putting God first because God is a God of relationships, right? If we don't know how to maintain a relationship with other people, we won't know how to maintain relationships with God. If you look at the Ten Commandments, the first four, I mean, it's math right now. Let's talk math now. Four commandments talk about our relationship with God. Six commandments talk about the relationship between each other, like us, all of us. So six is more than four. So basically, God is saying, you know what? Reconcile with them. Like it pleases me more to reconcile with these other people. If you reconcile with them, if you have a good relationship with them, you will have a good relationship with me. If you are hating those people, you are hating me. Yes. So before you actually think of saying things like I don't care, because when you say I don't care, you are saying, you know what, there is no point, this relationship is not going to be fixed. Before you say such things, think about what God did for you. He actually loved us so much that he gave us one and his only son to reconcile with us. He gave us his son to go in our sinful direction and take us back to the right direction. He moved in our path so that he can pull us back. And not like moving to our path isn't like he also said, no, we went to the wrong path. He followed us in the wrong path and pulled us to the right path. Took us out of that right path to took us from the wrong path and took us to the right path. Yes. When we look at all of this, I mean, God basically, he let the doors of his heart to be open, which is like the fourth decision that we have to take. We have to open our doors of our hearts. So like, even if what that person did bad to you, did so much bad to you, even though he did so much bad to you, but when he comes back, we should invite them. We should lay the welcome mat so that they wipe their feet and get in and get back to us, which is what Jesus did. He got back to us and not back at us. Because if we look at the Old Testament, and even now we are sinning, but God still forgives us. God is a God of a second chance. If you think that you are living the worst life, you should read the Old Testament. Because the God of the Old Testament is not the same as the God of today. The God of the Old Testament took no excuse from you. He took no excuse from you. When he told you to do something and you didn't do it, he would kill. I mean, here's an example. Noah's story. Yeah, Noah's story. Noah and the ark. I think like many people know the story about the ark and Noah. Basically, God saved 8 people, which is Noah's family, and some animals, and drowned everyone. He killed them, killed the whole earth, and saved 8 people and a couple of animals. Why? Because they were sinning. So they them sinning made God to kill them. But the God of today, you know what, you sin, but he still forgives you. He sin, like you say things like, you know what, you say things like, you know what, if you say things like God is not here, God is not present, that's where he will show you that he is present and will actually lead you to a greater path. That's the God of today. Well, in the Old Testament, God didn't kill everyone because of their disobedience. There are those people he didn't kill because of their heart. God is more pleased with your heart. Yes. So if he sees that your heart is evil, I mean, if he saw that your heart, it's evil, like, yeah, you know what, this person is not going anyway. Like, okay, I'm tired of this person, who would kill them. But then today, we're seeing so much. I'm 19. I mean, like, guys, everyone sin. Even today, there are some sins that I do, but he still forgives me, and he still makes me do these things, and he still brings blessings too. Yes. So the fact that he does that, we sin, but he still invites us to him. That is him opening the doors of his heart so that we can get in. Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching this video, for watching the whole series of repair relationships. I hope this was life changing to some of the people. Yes. And life is saying goodbye, guys. And thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment and tell your friends about these. And let's live this life together. Let's live it in peace. Let's live it, in God's presence. We are marching in the light of God. Amen. Yes. So thank you for watching, guys. I love you. Jesus loves you more and more and more. And God bless. Peace.